Welcome. If you enjoyed this type of content, then subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on any of our latest and greatest uploads. Prince Andrew has given an unprecedented interview to the BBC about his relationship with U.S. financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The friendship between the 59-year-old member of the Royal Family and Epstein has come under close scrutiny since the American killed himself in August while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Prince Andrew said it was wrong of him to visit and stay at Epstein's house in 2010 after the financier's conviction, but that he did not regret their entire friendship. He also categorically denied having sex with Virginia Roberts, who alleges she was forced to have sex with the prince when she was 17 years old. Here's what we know about the links between Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein. February 1999, U.S. Virgin Islands. Prince Andrew said he first met Epstein, a wealthy hedge fund manager, in 1999 through 𝐥𝐤𝐬𝐿, Epstein's British girlfriend and a woman the prince said he had known since she was at university. That year was the first time the prince and the businessman were linked in press reports in the UK and in the US. Prince Andrew reportedly flew with Epstein on his private Gulfstream jet in February 1999, according to a logbook seen by the Daily Mirror in 2015. The destination was said to have been Epstein's private island, Little St. James, in the U.S. Virgin Islands. The Daily Mail also reported that 10 months earlier, Epstein's logbook showed he had flown to the same location to meet the prince's ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson. The couple had divorced in 1996. The charges against Jeffrey Epstein. Allegations against Jeffrey Epstein started surfacing in 2005 when the parents of a 14-year-old girl told police in Florida that Epstein had molested their daughter at his Palm Beach home. The financier was accused of paying girls under the age of 18 to perform sex acts at his Manhattan and Florida mansions between 2002 and 2005. However, a controversial secret plea deal in 2008 saw him plead guilty to a lesser charge of soliciting a minor for prostitution. He received an 18-month prison sentence and was released on probation after 13 months. In July 2019, he was charged in New York with further allegations of sex trafficking and conspiracy and was due to face trial next year. He pleaded not guilty to all the charges, but was facing up to 45 years in prison if convicted. July 2006, Princess Beatrice's 18th birthday. In July 2006, Jeffrey Epstein was invited to a masked ball at Windsor Castle to celebrate the 18th birthday of Princess Beatrice, Prince Andrew's elder daughter. The theme of the evening was 1888, and the 500 guests donned period costumes the previous month. Epstein was charged with one count of solicitation of prostitution. Prince Andrew said Epstein had been invited via Ms. Maxwell, but that he wasn't aware at the time the invitation was sent out what was going on in the United States. He said Epstein never mentioned that he was under investigation. 2015, Prince Andrew named in Epstein court case. In 2015, the Duke was named in court papers as part of a U.S. civil case against Epstein. Prince Andrew was not party to the proceedings but was identified when a motion was filed in the court as part of the evidence. According to The Guardian, one of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts, now Virginia 𝐥𝐤𝐬, said she was ordered to give the prince whatever he required. Ms. 𝐥𝐤𝐬 claimed in court papers in Florida she was forced to have sex with the prince on 3 occasions in London, New York, and on a private Caribbean island owned by Epstein between 2001 and 2002, including when she was underage under Florida law. The details were later officially struck from the court records when a judge ruled they were unnecessary to the case, saying they were immaterial and impertinent to the central claim. Separately, an allegation by a woman called Joanna Sjoberg that Prince Andrew touched her breast while they sat on a couch in Epstein's Manhattan apartment in 2001 was contained in documents from a defamation case. These documents were made public when they were released by a judge in August 2019. Prince Andrew said he had no recollection of ever meeting Ms. 𝐥𝐤𝐬. He said he was looking after his children. On that day in March 2001 that she alleges, they went to a nightclub in London and later had sex in Ms. Maxwell's house in the Belgravia area. The prince said he had taken his daughter Beatrice to a Pizza Express restaurant in the town of 𝐦𝐤𝐤 that afternoon for a party. He said he remembered it because going to Pizza Express in 𝐦𝐤𝐤 is an unusual thing for me to do. A very unusual thing for me to do. Prince Andrew, quote, "I would like to reiterate and reaffirm the statements that have been issued on my behalf by the palace." Prince Andrew said he had no recollection of a photo being taken, reportedly by Jeffrey Epstein, of him and Virginia Giuffre together in Ms. Maxwell's house, where his arm is around her waist. He says, quote, "Nobody can prove whether or not that photograph has been doctored, but I don't recollect that photograph ever being taken," he said, adding that hugs and public displays of affection are not something that I do. Asked whether he had sex with her in a bedroom in that house, he said, "I can absolutely categorically tell you that it never happened." Buckingham Palace has issued outright denials of all allegations against Prince Andrew. And with that, we've reached the end of this video, all about Prince Andrew's ties to Jeffrey Epstein. If you enjoyed it and you found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.